Tunes of Glory is a 1960 UK film starring Alec Guinness and John Mills. I'm not really all that familiar with John Mills. I know who he is and what he looks like, but Alec Guinness, an all-time favorite of mine. And this is one of his very best performances. And it's also one of his best films that he's generally ever done. Do I think that it is a masterpiece? Not quite, but it does come pretty close. I'm doing those a lot lately, movies that are near masterpieces, and there's not really much of a fatal flaw with this, but yeah, I think that once I get around to talking more about what the film deals with, then you'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. So, it's a Scottish film, and Alec Guinness plays, I guess you could call him a stereotypical military Scotsman. And we get to know quite a little bit about him and everyone else in his that he's in charge of. There's very little. The setting in this film, that makes it really immersive. When a film primarily takes place in just one area, the movie doesn't take place all throughout Scotland like an espionage film would, but where it's mostly in these just select few buildings that's where the setting is. And usually when films do that, it's just like one setting or so, it really helps immerse us into it. And Tunes of Glory is no different. It really does suck us into the moment. So Alec Guinness, very, very well respected, very, very fun, very gung-ho, very energetic. And he's found out that he's going to be replaced by John Mills. And Mills and Guinness, terrific actors, very similar kinds of actors. Both are British and both are extremely talented. I guess those are only two things I can really think of. But in the movies, they're total opposites. John Mills' character is very by the book, and Alec Guinness is very loosey-goosey, wants to have lots of fun with his people. And the more the movie goes on, the more things get raised, and the sadder it gets. Sometimes the worst happens. Now, the clash that happens between Mills and everyone else in the film, especially with Guinness, very intriguing stuff. But here's the flaw, okay? When the worst happens in the film, it doesn't feel like that was quite earned. Most of the things that they clash about seem very trivial. They don't even clash about a whole lot of things. One of the things that they clash about is just dancing. See, I thought that if they would have clashed about more things and more important things, then that really would have raised everything to being something much better, of a better film altogether, actually. Because when the worst happens, it feels like it was actually earned. And frankly, because of that one flaw, I really do not feel comfortable giving this movie a perfect score. Even though the acting and the characterizations, top notch for sure. But yeah, if they would have just added maybe another half hour or so, that would have made the movie over 2 hours, but who cares? It would have made the watch even better, even richer. So I'm going to have to give Tunes of Glory from 1960 3.5 stars out of 4.